Thank you, guys. And I was going to say, it's interesting with Mark having been here so long, and Lendon mentioned this is his second tour of duty in professional sports in Cleveland, and hopefully Mike will be the same. I think a lot of real dedication to this community in addition to just working for a team. So I think for a lot of us who are long-time or lifetime Clevelanders really appreciate, people who dedicate themselves to the community as well. Next question, I just wanted to ask along those lines, what role does the economic impact and the economic benefit to the community affect any of your business decisions in what you're involved in?
I'll go first with that. Well, first of all, we are indelibly linked to the success of our marketplace. We compete on a national landscape when you look at this. So when we obviously hear a lot of talk and rhetoric about what's going on in New York or other major markets or the case may be, they could care less about our success or whatever, and they just want to, frankly, stomp on us at the end of the day. So we are competing on a national stage, and with that, really the health of our franchise, is really tied to how strong our marketplace is. So, from that overall perspective, it's important for us to be engaged on a local market basis, and there's obviously tremendous opportunities that are at hand. We're in a very historical time with what's taking place, and particularly in Cleveland, with recent decisions and opportunities and everything that's out there, and to the extent that we can continue to play a positive role on a local market impact basis on that front, because at the end of the day, as you look forward down the road, 10 years from now, 15 years from now, other years, it's going to be important that our market's growing and that our household income, because people have to buy tickets and other components, are keeping competitive pace on a national marketplace basis, that we're creating, wealth and jobs and economic impact. All the things we need to make happen are that you're working on a daily basis is intertwined with the opportunity for us to have success. And obviously margin for error, as it relates to if we're not as strong or as healthy on an economic platform on a national basis, the margin for error for success goes down considerably. So, when you're in a situation where, having been prior to coming here, I was with the Philadelphia Eagles in Philadelphia, fourth largest market in the country. You have incredible amount of wealth within that marketplace in the northeastern corridor, so you have a lot more depth to the marketplace. You have, as you're able to go through with that, just in terms of size, scope, and wealth on that front. So to that extent, there's a definitive difference between market size and how that plays in, and that's why from our overall collective efforts here and working with the local marketplace, we are symbiotic with what's going on in the market and need to do whatever we can to help assist in the growth and development of our region.
After you.
All right, I'll take it. It's a toss-up question, so I'll take it. If you look at in terms of the local economy and how the Browns relate there, I would say it's a factor. What I would also say, though, is that the NFL is a little bit different than the other two sports in town. And the NFL, because of the way it is set up, has a large collective rights that they've put together. So national television, direct TV, licensing, those components probably make up over 60% of our revenue. So while the local economy is indeed a factor, on 60% of our revenue, it's more of a national basis. When you look further locally, we have sponsorship deals that are contracted for multiple years. So again, a little bit insulated, clearly a factor. If our sponsors are not in good health, that's not good for us. But I would say where it impacts us the most and where we try to have an impact in it is in ticket sales. We have set up as an organization, and our goal is to make ticket prices affordable for everybody. We have the second lowest ticket prices in the NFL, the second lowest. So there's only one team that has a lower ticket price than us, and that's the Buffalo Bills. So for us, it's important to have an affordable product that people can enjoy and fill the stadium with 73,000 people. Clearly, when we talk, the way the NFL model is set up, we share tickets with the visiting team. We share the revenues. So 2/3 of it we get to keep, 1/3 of it gets pooled. All the time, other teams at meetings will come to us and say, you need to raise your ticket prices because it's costing us. and we tell them to run their team as they see fit, and we run ours as we see fit. But for us, it's important to make these tickets affordable for the community and to kind of give back on that. So that's one way we try to do it. We're probably the 18th, 19th, 20th ranked media or demographic market in the NFL, and yet our ticket prices are 31st. So for us, that's an important way that we want to give back to the community.
Yeah, I think it's appropriate that I go last because I'm envious of both of their operating circumstances in baseball. So most obviously in baseball, the local economy, because the way our CBA is constructed has the greatest impact of all professional sports on our revenue. So therefore it does impact my job directly in player personnel decisions. On a more global level, organizational level, and in the community, from the way we developed our season ticket plans, Vic oversaw a variable ticket pricing model that sought to create a value. And I think that's a theme that we talk about all the time around our building. How do we add value for our fans in every single aspect of their experience at the ballpark? So adding value, creating more affordable tickets wherever possible, like Mike mentioned, giving back, whether it be the Fill the House charities, recognizing local charitable organizations and nonprofits are struggling because of the local economy, offering them an opportunity that ended up in $600,000 in donations alone just from that, not including Cleveland Indians charities and other efforts that we make across the board, the concession stands efforts for volunteers to give back, that's over $1 million. And I think, again, recognizing those things, recognizing the local tie has a huge impact, recognizing our role as one of the 4 charter franchises of the American League back to 1901, so we're one of the oldest and most visible businesses, not just sports franchises, but businesses in this city.